What's good? Welcome back to another episode of Where the Money At. We on episode 40, episode 40. And you know we keeping it rocking and rolling, and you know we locked in on cryptocurrency right now. So today we're going to talk about specifically the cryptocurrency industry's price action versus what's going on in the U.S. economy and the rest of the world. Then we're going to get into BlackRock registering for an Ethereum Trust. Keyword, registering and trust. Then we're going to get into a $70 million cryptocurrency and options fraud scheme that's finally coming to an end. So let's get right into it. Let's refresh CoinGecko right here. So we got Bitcoin sitting at $37,155, having a great week, up 7.7%. We have Ethereum sitting at $2,090, having an amazing week, pumping off that BlackRock news, up 15%. BNB sitting at 250 and XRP is sitting at 65 cents. So let's get into the price action real quick. And we're looking at TradingView and Bitcoin on the daily. So as far as local price action, I mean, we're going crazy and we're in a ridiculous range right here. So, you know, I'm not the greatest TA person, but shoot, we're in a pretty high range and we could stay there for a little bit. So we're between 35,000 and 38,000. But what I want to look at really is more of a long-term trend that we're in. So let's say from here to about here. So this is the trend that I see we're in currently. And look, year over year, as far as 2023, you can't ask for a better year. We're up almost 130%. So everybody's saying we went through a bear market. We're in a bear market. Like, what bear market? You know what I'm saying? Like, how can we say we're in a bear market up 130% on the year? Give or take, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's not necessarily about the day-to-day price action. But what I want to talk about is the fact that we've had an amazing year as far as returns year over year for Bitcoin, but the grand scheme of the economic situation worldwide. Like, let's look at the United States. We have been raising rates. This is the U.S. federal funds interest rate. We have been raising rates all year. And to be honest with you, it doesn't look like they're going to slow down. We've paused a little bit. So this could be the big pause. But I'm saying all this to say, am I bullish or bearish? We have had a great year, and the economic times are still pretty tight. So I'm saying that to say I'm personally still feeling bearish. Now, this price keep going up, I ain't going to be able to say that for long because we are only roughly 50, 55, 60% from the all-time highs, down from the all-time highs, that's great because normally by this time in a bull run, we're pretty low. But interest rates are still going up. This is the median sales price of homes sold in the U.S. We're at one of the highest points we've ever been in history. It came down for a little bit, but now if you could pay attention, it's ticking back up. So combine the high prices of homes with the high interest rates. And personally, this is where it really gets to me because personally, I feel the squeeze as a consumer in the U.S. Fast food prices are high. The price of chicken in grocery stores is high. You know what I'm saying? The median price of a car is high. Like, go check out the price of a Toyota Camry. It'll be the same thing as almost a foreign car. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's ridiculous. So that's why I still feel bearish about the entire situation. And also global tensions are still high. So we don't know what's going to come of that. Now, it could be one of those situations where, you know, the West and the East go to war and, you know, war could be good for the economy, but who knows? You know what I'm saying? Like, war is never good for actual people and individuals, but as far as long-term, they're playing a chess game. War can be good for financial times and boost economies. But that's enough of that. You know what I'm saying? I just want to let y'all know I'm still feeling pretty bearish. I mean, we've had, you know, getting close to 150% rise on the year. So how much more could we go up? You know, we can go to the moon, but I'm not banking on it. So let's get into the news. Everybody heard about it. I'm gonna touch on it really quickly, and I ain't gonna linger on it too much. BlackRock has filed to register a new iShares Ethereum Trust entity in Delaware. So we're so starved for news inside of cryptocurrency right now that we're paying attention to somebody registering. Now, that somebody is BlackRock. That is a big player, but it's just registering. You know what I'm saying? And they did it in Delaware because if you want to start an LLC, you know, none of this is financial advice, but a lot of people start their LLCs in Delaware due to the tax benefits. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good thing to look at. But they don't really talk about much here. They just say, BlackRock is waiting on approval for the spot ETF. But, Ethereum pumped off strictly the news of just hearing this, off of the rumors of this coming out, which I'm not saying there's no reason for the cryptocurrency market to pump right now because there's a lot of infrastructure being built, but we have been past the point of news moving cryptocurrency prices for about 3 or 4 years now. So, I mean, fundamentally, I don't think there's a reason we're pumping up here like that, but hey, who am I? You know what I'm saying? But there's a huge difference between registering, getting approvals, and launching. From registration, most of these type of products take 1 to 2 years to get approved. So here's my theory. I think we've had a great year, and the halving's coming up. I think we're gonna have time for all this hype of the ETF narratives and all things going on. All that's gonna die down, and we're gonna see a little bit of lower price action. That's just my theory. I'm no financial advisor. I'm just taking a guess. I'll be DCAing no matter what. My plan doesn't change regardless. But I think all this news will die down. It'll fade out. Institutions will be able to get in on better prices, and then after that, we'll have time to take off. So, by the way, just wanted to point out, we called this months ago. You know what I'm saying? We saw this coming in. Everybody in cryptocurrency is pretty much on one accord, but so everybody's pretty much thinking the same way. You know what I'm saying? If you're in cryptocurrency right now, you're seeking out this information and you're really, really paying attention to all the innovation that's going on right now. But we saw it coming months ago. Check it out. Who BlackRock is, one of the largest asset managers in the world. I believe the largest asset manager in the world, with about $8.7 trillion in assets under management. And how the ETF specifically works, you can go check out other videos for that. But from what I believe about this ETF is they're going to have the actual asset that's backing it. So they're going to have to actually have the Bitcoin that's backing it and not just spot checking the price. But, all of that doesn't really matter. The thing that we constantly talk about on this channel is the more and more financial products that are going to be created in the future based off of Bitcoin and this asset class. And, once Bitcoin starts to get added to financial products, they're going to be Ethereum financial products. And then it could get into other altcoins, which is just boost the visibility of this asset class. Boom. And we discussed that, 4 months ago. You know what I'm saying? So everybody who locked in, we've been on it, especially on this channel, we definitely locked in. But that brings me to a point, so now that we got Bitcoin products and Ethereum products, what's next and who's next? And I was discussing with some guys on Twitter about this, and it was already in my notes. And this is how I know everybody's on one accord. What's the next thing that comes to your mind? Is the next cryptocurrency to have a spot ETF or a trust or a future? Or here's the real question. When will there be a basket of cryptocurrencies that people can invest in? You know what I'm saying? Like the S&P 500 is a basket or a collection of stocks. So we're going to get to the point where we're going to have a basket of cryptocurrencies that people can get into. And when that day comes, I think we'll be in a good spot, and everybody who has been locked in and paying attention will be able to show some good results from that. But let's get into the last little bit of news. You know what we love talking about over here? Scams. You know what I'm saying? Cryptocurrency scams especially. Let's get into it, man. Leader of a $70 million cryptocurrency and binary options fraud schemes extradited to the U.S. A Siberian man has been extradited to the U.S. and faces charges in 2 separate federal indictments in northern Texas and eastern New York. Georgian authorities arrested, I can't say his name, so we're just going to call him KK, 48 years old, in the country of Georgia. And he just got extradited to the U.S. a week or 2 ago. So what did KK do? You know what I'm saying? According to the court documents in the Northern Texas case, defendants allegedly helped create and market 20 different fraudulent cryptocurrency and binary options investment platforms. So this guy created different platforms for people to send their money to and invest their money into, and was probably just either pocketing it or just doing fraudulent activity with it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to quickly read these because we need to understand the type of names that these things have, and understand if you're going to be in cryptocurrency, whether it's a project, whether it's an exchange, whether it's a platform that you're using, you need to do research before you apply any money or add any money to it. And I'm gonna tell you the significance why. You probably know the significance, but I'm gonna tell you why. So the names of these platforms were Start Options, Trinity Mining, Hedger Tech, BTC Mining Factory, Bitcoin Trading World, BTC Trader Online, Crypto Trading World, Go Solar Mining, yada, yada, yada. Look, these are very, very generic names. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying a company can't have a generic name, but you really need to have a keen eye, and you really, really need to be suspicious of everything. Like, everything you hear needs to be like, why is this like this? Why is this like this? I mean, he had one name, Elite Options, Fast Options, Instant Options. Come on now. Like, we have to apply more scrutiny to the people that we give our money to. And just like in cryptocurrency, in real estate, when people say they make traders or trading bots for you for stocks and options and everything you do, there are scams everywhere, and you need to watch out for it. And clearly he's been doing this since 2017, 2018. You know what I'm saying? And he had fake Twitters and fake aliases. But what's the significance in this? And this is the FBI Dallas Twitter page. KK was extradited last week from the country of Georgia, and he'll face charges. The extradition occurred because of international cooperation and the FBI's presence to hold this individual accountable for defrauding thousands of innocent victims. Some victims lost their entire savings to this scheme and have not been able to financially recover. So I know I just throw numbers out there like $100 million scheme, $70 million scheme. $70 million is comprised of a bunch of people's lives. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was comprised of some people having $200 putting in there and getting scammed. Some people put their life savings of $30,000. Some people had 200 bands that they've been saving up for years, and it's a retirement fund, and they want to expand that money and get a yield on it, and they lost it. You know what I'm saying? Like, 70 million, like maybe one or two people may have had a M or a million plus. Maybe one or two people had 2 to 5 million to put in here, but this is comprised of a lot of people's lives. And what did the FBI from Dallas say? Some people lost their entire savings to this scheme and have not been able to financially recover. That's the significance of what we're dealing with here. I want to bring you the good. I want to talk about all the innovation that's going on in blockchain and tokenization in the future and Web3 and GameFi, but I also want to tell you the dangers of what could happen. I'm not trying to scare you, but I do want you to be aware of everything that's going on. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep a vigilant eye on these things. Let's, stay sharp. Do your research. There is never enough research you can do. This is not financial advice, but I am pretty confident in telling you there is never enough research that you can do before putting your money into any of these. You know what I'm saying? So look, there's going to be plenty of opportunity, and there are also going to be plenty of scams. But if you pay attention, do your due diligence, I am pretty sure there are some opportunities that you can come that, man, look, 33% up on Chainlink, 24% up on Polygon. And I'm going to keep it a stack with you. If we're not in the start of a bull run, this ain't nothing. 15, 16% in a week. This ain't nothing. I'm telling you, we can get to the point where some coins are doing 50+% in a day. But I don't want you to get caught up and get scammed by the newest meme coin or somebody promising you they can get you 1,000% APY if you just hold your money inside of this platform, because you're going to end up in something like this. You know what I'm saying? So let's just be diligent, vigilant, and let's stay locked in and get this money. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I'm gonna holler at y'all.